Happy Earth Day! Hey, listen, today we're talking about the whys and the hows of composting coffee here on Bean Basics. Oh, hey there. Welcome to Bean Basics. Welcome to sunny Saugatuck, and welcome to the Obis Lab. Hey, listen, today we're talking about composting your coffee in honor of Earth Day. But before we get started with that, I want to share a romantic notion with you. You know, this coffee, as I turn it right here, reminds me of rich black volcanic soil. And that's where coffee grows. It makes me think of our farm-direct farm in Nicaragua called El Recreo. And when we go there and we put our hands in the soil, it looks just like this coffee. It's rich, it's dark, and it's black. And the romantic notion to me is that the coffee has sucked up those nutrients in Nicaragua. It's delivered that to us at our home here, and we get to put it in our garden. And I just think that that's kind of cool. There's some things you probably do know about composting coffee, and there's some things you may not, but I'm going to share with you what I know. One, coffee is really rich. Coffee grounds are really rich in both carbon and nitrogen. And carbon, it's always good when we can return that to the soil, and nitrogen always helps plants grow. So both those things are really positive. When you add coffee grounds to your compost, it's always best to consider it in the green category and not the brown category. There's a lot of cellulose in here, which might make you think more of leaves and that kind of thing, but it's better to think about it in the green category. You never want to put too much coffee in your compost, because one of the things coffee grounds still have a lot of is caffeine. And caffeine is both an insecticide. In other words, caffeine is one of those Darwinistic, evolutionistic things that have developed so that if an insect chews in the leaves, it falls off. But also when the leaves fall to the ground, they protect the plant and they keep other plants from growing around it. So it's an herbicide to a degree too. So too much coffee grounds in your compost could be detrimental. The other thing to know about composting coffee is maybe you're not a composter, right? Maybe you just have a yard waste bin, and it's just fine to go ahead and throw these in your yard waste bin. Why is it okay? Well, they are completely compostable, obviously, and we reduce the impact on landfill. And frankly, I would even put coffee filters in with it. I mean, this is just nothing more than paper or wood pulp. You know, some folks like to take coffee and just sprinkle it right on top of the soil. It does a great job of lightening soil. Let's say if your soil has a lot of clay, this adds volume or air to it and makes it just a little more fluffy. And that's really good for plants. But like I said, if you put it too close to plants, or don't ever sprinkle this on your house plants, because you might kill them with all that caffeine in there. On the other hand, if you have a little weed patch out there, take a scoop of coffee, put it right on top, and it'll probably destroy those, okay? So that's sort of what I know about composting coffee. Although, I'll add one last thing. Some people say it can keep rabbits and deer away. Now, I've not witnessed that myself, but that's what I hear. All right. Well, we like the idea of returning organic matter to the soil, and it seems like a really appropriate Earth Day kind of conversation. And you know, for us at One Big Island in Space, we're always about people, planet, and community. And on the planet component, actually at our farms that we work with, one of the criteria that we're looking for that the farms are executing is, are they composting, right? And so it's no different here or there. We're just interested in doing the right things for the planet. And on that note, on Earth Day at BIGGBY Coffees, I know they're giving away these water cups that say One Big Island in Space on them. They're giving away to like the first 50 or 100 people, and it even has a little QR code just so you can get straight to our blog, and I love it. This is my new favorite water cup. Excuse me. Also, we're giving away a reusable mug that has the Earth Day symbol on it. But my new favorite cup to drink coffee out of at home is this one right here. It looks like a regular cup. It actually does say BIGGBY Coffee on it. But the most interesting thing about it, it's made out of bamboo, right? This is a totally sustainable product. And it feels really good on the lips when you use it. For a travel mug, this doesn't look like bamboo, but this is bamboo too, right? So you can take any drink that you want away in this, and you can have comfort in knowing that you're not using a single-use product, and you can have comfort in knowing that you're not using a petrochemical like this one is made out of right here. And that can be really comforting for those that are interested in celebrating the earth. All right, well, maybe you agree with some of what I said. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you have one more point to add about composting. And if so, leave it in the comments down below. But for now, I have to leave you with this one thing. And that is, when you love the world will love you right back.
Hey, thanks for joining us. For future episodes, click the subscribe button. Bean Basics is brought to you by OneBigIslandInspace.com with 2 G's.